book, The Meaning of Life 109. And today we are on this passage. Riding on the vow ship of great compassion, one floats on the vast ocean of brightness. The virtuous wind silently turns the waves of myriad calamities. It's from Kyogyo Shinsho, which is Master Shinran's major writing, translated as Teaching, Practice, Faith, Enlightenment. The vow ship of great compassion is akin to a great ship that crosses the difficult sea. So this passage conveys that in life, there is a ship representing the purpose of life. Master Shinran is affirming that he has boarded this ship amidst the continuous struggles and suffering of life. This isn't a ship where you wonder if you've boarded it or not. If you're still questioning, then you haven't boarded it yet. The moment you board, you'll know for sure. How do you know for sure? For those who were sinking, they will know for sure that now they are floating on the vast ocean of brightness. The sea of suffering where I had been sinking turns into a bright, vast ocean. A life that seemed dark, with no understanding of its purpose, becomes a bright life where I appreciate being born as a human. A life that was narrow and painful becomes broad and free from hindrances. I entered the path of no hindrance. During our lifetime, the purpose of our life can be achieved. Once you've achieved the purpose of life, life becomes bright and enjoyable. The taste of that life is described as the virtuous wind silently turns the waves of myriad calamities. The virtuous wind refers to favorable conditions. It implies supreme happiness. When the waves are calm, boundless happiness like a gentle breeze caresses the mind. The waves of myriad calamities refer to adversity. Myriad signifies various, and calamities are misfortunes. Even after achieving the purpose of life, if one commits wrongdoings, they will face consequences. The text doesn't suggest that waves of misfortune and calamity won't come. To put it in terms of an airplane analogy, if the in-flight movie is boring, it doesn't magically turn into a masterpiece. Boring things remain boring. However, all sorts of misfortunes and calamities in life will naturally transform into waves of joy, becoming the path of no hindrance, where nothing becomes a hindrance. In life, there are only two options, either prosperity or adversity, and both are fine. This is the undisturbed path of the absolute happiness. In life, there are either favorable or adverse conditions, but no matter the circumstance, it becomes part of the path of no hindrance, the absolute happiness. Okay, very good. So this is the purpose of life taught in Buddhism very clearly. It's not vague. But if we don't understand that we are floundering in the ocean of life, we don't see our mind clinging to logs and planks, anything that's floating and coming our way. So we have no awareness of who we are. So that's why we don't understand the existence of this great ship. So by listening to Buddhism, we are moving forward towards the mirror of Dharma, which reflects our image as it is. And yeah, so once we are in front of the mirror, not only do we see our image as a human being, but also the truthfulness of the great ship also becomes very clear. So we call this a twofold revelation, the revelation of the true self and the revelation of the truth of the vow, which is symbolized by a great ship here. Yeah, okay. And yeah, very good. So the more clearly this purpose becomes, the more motivated we become every day to um, follow the teachings of 6 parameters, making effort and doing kindness and generosity for people around us and ourselves. So yesterday in our book club, we were reading Ikigai. So for example, it talked about how even Bill Gates washes the dishes every night. He says he enjoys it, that it helps him relax and clear his mind, and that he tries to do it a little better each day, following an established order or set of rules he's made for himself. Plates first, fork second, and so on. So it's one of his daily moments of micro flow. Yeah, actually, I didn't enjoy washing the dishes either myself, but once I started connecting it to the 6 parameters, the effort I'm putting in, and that I can make improvements. Like, if you put all the dishes in a messy manner in the sink, sometimes it can be helped because of the space, I know, but like usually the bottom of plates are not greasy, but if we mix it with greasy plates, then we are creating more work. But if we establish some kind of a system, we can enjoy our own sense of progress and also cultivating gratitude for the water we have, the detergent as well. And also, it was very interesting. We learned about another example of moments of microflow. Richard Feynman, one of the most important physicists of all time, also took pleasure in routine tasks. Daniel Hillis, one of the founders of the supercomputer manufacturer Thinking Machines, hired Feynman to work on the development of a computer that could handle parallel processing when he was already world famous. He says Feynman showed up on his first day of work and said, "Okay, boss, what's my assignment?" They didn't have anything prepared, so they asked him to work on a certain mathematical problem. He immediately realized they were giving him an irrelevant task to keep him busy and said, "That sounds like a bunch of baloney. Give me something real to do." So they sent him to a nearby shop to buy office supplies, and he completed his assignment with a smile on his face. When he didn't have something important to do or needed to do to rest his mind, Feynman dedicated himself to microflowing, say painting the office walls. For us, it's like, cleaning, decluttering. It puts our mind at ease. And yeah, so this was very inspiring story from the book Ikigai by Hector Garcia and Francis Miralles. And we will continue it in the next month's book club. So good job, everyone, for being here, practicing together. And today we will have the Karma Lab at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.
Thank you, Rian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Rogelio.